This is Peter Rosenthal, head film critic for The Onion. Today, I'll be looking at the 1974 classic, The Texas Chain Saw Massacre, a tightly paced whodunit about a group of friends who stumble into the clutches of a family of cannibals, and everyone's a suspect. Despite a cast of virtual unknowns, the film endures as one of cinema's most iconic mysteries, with a plot so full of twists and red herrings that it keeps audiences guessing the killer's identity even after the final climactic scene. The story opens with a group of friends on a road trip to visit an old farmhouse in rural Texas that once belonged to the grandfather of Sally Hardesty and her paraplegic brother Franklin. The group is rounded out by Pam, Kirk, and Jerry, and everything's going according to schedule until they find the homestead, and then, one by one, the friends all suffer horrifying deaths. Who's behind the violent murders? With a rich cast of suspects, all with their own unique potential motives, Tobe Hooper's elaborately layered script is a feast for any amateur sleuth. As you watch, your alliances will shift, and that's the brilliance of the film. You're never quite sure whom you can trust. Kirk is the first suspect to die, followed by Pam, or so it seems. We see Leatherface hang Pam on a meat hook, but the next time we see her, she's stuffed inside a refrigerator. Who moved her body? The killer, of course, but who? If you look carefully at this scene where Leatherface is carving Kirk into pieces with his chainsaw, note that you never see Kirk's face. Is it really Kirk? Maybe not. He might have escaped the earlier bludgeoning and then, later, moved Pam into the fridge. We can't be sure, and that's part of the fun. The key question in any murder mystery is, of course, who has the best motive? Let's review the suspects. Wheelchair-bound Franklin seems above reproach, but then again, his disability makes him the least likely suspect, which any mystery buff will note means he's a character worth scrutinizing. Pam busies herself with her astrological readings, but her reluctance to explore the homestead suggests she knows more than she's letting on. Sally, the last surviving friend, is certainly a suspicious character. Look at this scene where Sally is dragged into the cannibal's home. Is she struggling in the bag, or is it all a performance designed to disguise her bloody intentions? Then there's Leatherface, chasing and lunging at people with his chainsaw. But what about Jerry, the guy driving the van? And who is the mysterious woman that enters in the climactic dinner scene? Is it Pam in disguise? The last time we saw her, she was in the refrigerator, but remember, she wasn't dead. Some fans of the Texas Chain Saw Massacre say you won't be sure of the killer's identity until you see it a second or even a third time, and that might be true. A film as devilishly complex as this little thriller is worth watching more than once. Happy Halloween and happy sleuthing. For The Onion's Film Standard, I'm Peter Rosenthal.